Okay, so today we're going to be talking about rounding. First of all, what is it? Keeping a number close to the original number. Your next question might be why? It is easier to round the number in calculations, which would be faster. It's to easier understand the original number. An example, 20.43. So if you round that to the nearest 10, it is 20. Which one is easier to use, 20 and 43 hundredths or 20? 20 is easier in most cases. Now let's talk about the first method, the number line. Okay, so let's talk about rounding to the nearest 10. Since halfway to the next 10 is rounding up. Below halfway is rounding down. Now let's take a look. So it says to the right of the arrow, you round up, same as, and then to the left of the arrow is rounding down. Now the arrows represent halfway between the tens. So 30 and 40, here's halfway. So if I'm to the right of the arrow, I round up to the nearest 10, which is 40. And if I'm to the left of the arrow, if the number is here, which could be 32, 33, then I round down to 30. Let's go ahead and add the colors. So for instance, once again, if I'm in the green section, which could be, Could be 56, 57, then I round up to 60. And if I'm in the red section, which could be 51, 52, I could round down to 50. Now let's look at these examples. There's always steps. So the first step is to draw the number line and label. Next step is put the numbers in questions on the line. Figure out, in step 3 is figure out which 10 is closer. Step 4 is to write down the answer. Now, let's take a look at these examples. Before I do that, let's go ahead and add the halfway points on the number line. It's a little bit easier to see. So let's go with rounding to the nearest 10. Let's take a look at example 44. So first off, let's find it on the number line somewhere here. So we're going to label it with the X and then it is to the left of the arrow. So that means it's in the no-go red zone. So therefore we don't round. So it goes to the nearest 10, which is 40. And there we go. And let's get rid of that. Take a look at the example. Let's put our mouse on the number line. I think it's there. Oh, perfect. And then, so let's go ahead. Sits in the green section, or to the right of the middle halfway between 80 and 90. It's a go. So we round up to the nearest 10, which is 90. Let's see. And there we go. Let's take a look at the next one. Boom. I think my number is there. And then it's to the left of the halfway between 10 and 20. So therefore, I think it rounds to 10. Let's verify. So it's in the red section, which is a no. So it's closest to the 10, which means it is rounded down to 10. Now let's take a look at the next example, 35. Let's put my mouse on the 35. Let's draw the red and green sections. So we have this one is also a special case. And since it is touching the green section, it is going to round up to 40. Okay, so let's go ahead. You can go ahead, and now it's your turn. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video in 3 seconds so that you can do these yourself. And then you can go ahead and check the answers to verify. 3, 2, 1. And here are the answers. If you got them, congrats. And if you didn't, then you can go ahead and try again.